And we're back with Let's Play Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Director's Cut. Where we left off... Actually... Okay. Where we left off, we had just turned back into George. So let's talk to this lady.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides,
That
if it
guy
only takes
looks
a minute,
suspicious
that's
back
not much
there.
of a future to look forward to. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door
Really?
isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see. Because of the dam. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Of course, those French, you know.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm.
Well, sounds like your
The only
standard
reason
Eastern
I
European
stay is
place.
because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Aww.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Clearly.
Have
Let's
you
see.
seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick. He kept his face hidden. But I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
That
How was he
sounds
dressed?
disturbing.
A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma.
Of course.
Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
That's pretty awful.
Is there
but
anything
anyway.
else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Well, why
No?
not?
They are lilies, monsieur.
Oh,
Some people associate them with death.
Yikes.
yeah.
Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias,
What do they signify?
insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Yeah.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
And why
You're
not?
going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise.
Indeed.
Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Apparently.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be
Isn't that usually
scary.
the case, though?
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
You don't have a future.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm not gonna bother her with that
See
thing.
you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
She's simultaneously creepy, but at the same time not.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
I'm a dweeb.
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had
Groovy.
better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I
But
can
You're
actually.
not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings.
It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy.
Maybe because
The
it is a
police in
conspiracy.
3 different
Dun
countries
dun
have been very
dun.
quiet about the murders.
The press don't connect them at all.
They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Indeed.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be gross, George.
It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who
Yay,
hired
clues.
the clown costume.
Well, that helps, I guess.
I found a piece of material near the cafe.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George.
It's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right.
That doesn't bode well, does it?
This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the
That's
shape
not
of a
his
horseshoe.
cheek. That's
Or
his
a
head.
crescent moon.
His temple, actually.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Let's see what she says about the tissue.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
It's still disgusting.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, you're going
There's
down
nothing much to tell.
evil territory here,
How'd you get in
George.
photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Sounds like a typical family.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend.
Psst.
I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Lovely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
That's the only reason you go to college, to study art. In France. And then become a photojournalist. Whatever.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
Yeah, we kind of need
The
to know this.
first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He
Hmm.
made his money from amphetamines in the
Ah.
post-war slimming and diet boom.
course.
Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What
The
about the
snowman.
clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself.
Tuh.
I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared.
I don't blame him for not accepting any
This
invitations.
was my only chance for a big break.
Or an early death.
Yay! Early death. I might as well, just for kicks and giggles.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Mhm.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but... Well, I had a job to do. I have to go.
Okay.
He's such a
I'll see you
dweeb.
later.
that whole bit about Nicole's father was actually never in the original game. Or at least it wasn't, as considering I haven't actually played through the entire original game yet. I know that the whole mime bit wasn't, though.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Okay,
See you
that
later.
didn't tell me anything.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.